Whether it's our professional obligations or our volunteer activities, conference calls can take up a significant portion of our weeks. At their best, conference calls can be an effective and efficient way to get people together to make important decisions or launch projects. At their worst, conference calls can be a frustrating waste of time. And the difference between those extremes usually comes down to planning. There are a number of steps you can take to help make sure that your next conference call doesn't frustrate people and doesn't waste their time. First off, don't think of a conference call as just a call. It's important to understand that a conference call is a meeting. It takes time and it takes people away from other activities or projects that they could be working on. If you're going to ask people to make that kind of investment in time, there should be a valid reason for doing so. Along with that, it's really important to identify and convey the purpose of the call. If you're bringing everybody together to launch a project, a conference call probably makes sense. If it's a routine thing where you're just providing updates to everybody, well, those updates may be better handled by email. Once you've identified that purpose, it's important to send an agenda. The attendees need to understand the purpose of the call, as well as the goals that you hope to achieve from that meeting before the call starts. Another important step in an effective conference call is picking the right platform. Now, if you work for a large company, that decision may be made for you, and you may have an enterprise account where everybody's using the same tool. If you have a choice, you want to stay away from the free conference call services. First, their sound quality is mixed, but probably more importantly, with a strictly dial-in system, you can't see who's dialing in. When that happens, it's pretty common for the moderator to spend the first third or so of the call asking who just joined. After about the 15th or 20th who just joined, it starts to get repetitive and it starts to get pretty irritating. Instead, a tool like Zoom or GoToMeeting or a similar platform is probably going to be a better option. The sound quality is going to be better. People are going to have access to mobile apps that they can use. And from the moderator standpoint, you'll be able to see who's dialed in. You won't have to ask, and if someone has a lot of background noise in their line, you can mute them. If you're participating in a meeting, it's a good idea to plan what you're going to say. If you're going to share an update, for instance, draft a couple of bullet points about what you're hoping to convey and think about some questions you may be asked. This short preparation will make your segment of the meeting go faster, you'll be better prepared, and if enough people do this, overall the whole meeting will be more efficient and more effective. With a little bit of effort, with a little bit of planning, you can host a conference call that actually helps you get things done without wasting everyone's time.